Hi, we are so excited that you're here and have joined the Shifting to SOAR membership. I'm Jenny, the creator of the membership. I taught for 21 years in the classroom as a first grade teacher and a literacy specialist. And even though I'm no longer in the classroom, I still love supporting teachers and helping whenever I can. I'm passionate about reading instruction and the science of reading and creating resources that make your life easier. I also have another team member, Megan, and she actively creates new resources for the membership. She's trained in OG and letters, has years of experience, and brings so much expertise to what we do. Right now, it's just the two of us running this, and we are thrilled that you're here. Now that you've received your email and password, I'm going to take you around the membership and show you how to navigate everything inside. Let's get started. Once you've logged in, it will take you to your My Library page, which looks like this. When you scroll down, you will see everything that you have purchased. You have purchased the Science of Reading membership. And so you'll see that on here. If you purchase the phonics puzzles, you will also see that. You will see the SOAR Club because that is part of the membership. And the last thing you'll see is the Decodable Readers Vault, as it is now part of the membership as well. I'm going to click the Welcome Back button so it takes me to the membership. This is what it looks like when you first get into the membership. When you log in for the first time, you're going to want to go to the Start Here section. In the Start Here section, there is some welcome information that you're going to want to go ahead and click on. It has a link to our Facebook group and just some important information. You're going to want to go to How to Navigate the Membership. There, you will actually find this video that I'm recording. There's other helpful information in here, such as how to bookmark the membership page, updating and changing your password and profile, how to pay with a school purchase order, how to cancel your subscription, and there is a Meet the Team section here that tells a little bit about myself and Megan. I'm going to go back to the homepage by clicking Home Categories. This homepage is going to show you all of the different categories that are in the Science of Reading membership. When I scroll down, I'm going to see different categories. Again, we have the Start Here section so that you can go ahead and make sure you check those things out right away. Then we have a SOAR Resources button. This is just going to show you some resources that didn't really fit into some of the other categories of things that we have. For example, we have a binder, SOAR binder, we have some sound boxes, word tapping hands, mouth shapes, and the Ultimate Science of Reading Toolkit. For this one, we do have a video that shows how to set up the binder. And when I scroll down, it's going to give you a description of the binder and what you can do with it. There is also a couple of fonts that you'll want to upload to make sure that it matches the one that's there. Over on the right side, you're going to see it says download files here. This is where you're going to find everything that you can download and print. So for example, I can go to the editable SOAR reading binder, and here it is once it's downloaded. So of course you could go ahead and print out what you need. It is editable, and so you can change out what you want. Next, we have our teacher trainings. We do a live call almost every month of the year where we do some sort of teacher training. And so all of those trainings, if you can't be there live, we do edit them and put them inside the membership here. You can also find those recordings in the SOAR Club, which is where we do our live calls. I will show you the SOAR Club in just a bit. Here's some of the teacher trainings that we have. For example, setting up a sound wall, setting up your small reading group binder, that's what we just looked at, teaching heart words, using tactile surfaces to teach reading, fluency strategies, what does SOAR look like in the classroom, phonics versus phonemic awareness, components of a SOAR lesson, the power of decodable readers, the role of morphology in K-2, and how to score and use the reading and writing assessments. We are always adding new videos as we go. Next up, we have SOAR tips and tricks. These are not full training. The full trainings, those are going to be about a half an hour long, give or take. And the SOAR tips and tricks are just quick little tips and tricks that we have posted on social media, things like that, that you can just kind of refer to. We do follow two scope and sequences, mainly inside the Decodable Readers Vault, where we have all of our decodable readers. But we do use UFly and IMSE And we have created our materials solely using the UFly and IMSC sequences. We are not affiliated with either of those. We have just used their scope and sequences. So when I click here, we see the scope and sequences, UFly and IMSC, kindergarten and first, scope and sequences, and you'll see that there's some information there. And then you can download them. For example, here is the kindergarten scope and sequence for UFly. So it's going to tell you the lesson skill, the heart words, and our decodable book that we have in our membership. Next up, we have some anchor charts. So far, with our anchor charts, we're always creating more. We have an ABC chart, we have our alphabet anchor charts, and our other phonics skills anchor charts. We have our CK rule, 7 jobs of silent E, floss rule, TCH versus CH, and a reading stamina chart. So if I click on TCH versus CH, you're going to see some useful tips here, and then you can download the anchor chart over here. So we have TCH versus CH, and we have it in a vertical format, and we have one that actually has blank, so if you want to add your own pictures there, you can do that. Next up, we have our whole group phonics. These phonics lessons are mainly for first grade, and they are PowerPoints. These are really good for whole group, and there are games that go with them, so you'll have to check those out. Then we have our editable lesson plans. These lesson plans are for the IMSC scope and sequence for kindergarten and first grade, and they have editable lesson plans. The lesson plans include resources, other resources that are inside of the membership. For example, here's our kindergarten done for you lessons. I'll just scroll down. This is following their scope and sequence. So here we have lesson 17, letter F, and you can find everything you will need for that lesson. There's lots and lots of info, including the decodable readers, which we also have those in the decodable readers vault. The editable lesson plan is a PDF, and you can use the free version of Acrobat Reader to edit those. There is a video in here showing how to do that. Next up, we have assessments. We are going to be building on these assessments as we don't have a ton of them. Our phonics assessments are very powerful to use with your students and get a good idea of where they are at and what they need to learn. We also have some different activities for literacy centers. Next up, we have phonological awareness. I'm going to click on that. And we have 4 different things for phonological awareness. We'll just go to rhyming. The rhyming activities are over on the left, and you can see them here. And so then you can go ahead and download any of those resources. So for example, there's a rhyming match. It's going to give you the directions, and then this one has different cards that you'll use to do the matching. Same thing for phonemic awareness. It is set up the same way and has different activities you can use for your small reading groups. We also have alphabetic principle. We have some different activities in here, editable bingo game. We have some slideshows that introduce all of the sounds and phonemes. These are really great for whole group because it's going to introduce those letters using mouth shapes and key pictures. Each letter has several activities. Here's letter A. There's a student book, sorting cards, clip it cards, trace, write, and circle, puzzle, and circle it. And again, you can download those resources over here. Then we have a phonics section as well. Same thing, there are different activities that you can do in there for your small reading groups. And then we also have heart words. In the heart word section, we have a video on how to use our heart word slideshows, and those are going to be found in here. This is going to follow the UFly scope and sequence. And over here, you're going to find for all of the weeks, there's a ton of them. So there's 2 weeks in here. Will is our focus word here. So we would read the sentence. How many sounds do they hear? They can use their counters or their fingers to tap it. And then we're going to map it with the hearts. For each one, we do have a heart word slideshow, and we actually have it in a couple forms that you can use with your students. And so these slides show you where all of the hearts are. There are also slides where students can move the hearts to where they need to go. We do have a category for reading strategies, and all of these reading strategies focus on SOR principles. So here is Pointing Pig. Here we have our anchor chart for Pointing Pig, and then we have different activities that you can do with your small groups. Next, we have our sound wall and vowel valley. This is going to have everything you could possibly need for your sound wall and your vowel valley. All of these pictures are going to match the other resources that are inside of the membership. So all of the pictures and all of the keywords are going to be the same. Next up, we have word mapping. Here, these are just some worksheets that you can use with your students in your small group to map several phonics skills. Okay, now we're on the next page here. We have 6-syllable types. These are going to be anchor charts about the 6-syllable types. And we have fluency. Here we have our decodable readers that we have at 3 different levels. And this is going to help you track fluency with your students. There are teacher forums and student pages where they can read the passage. We also have a comprehension section. Again, this is going to have different activities you can use with your small reading group. And lastly, we have a handwriting book that also is going to have those anchor pictures that go with each letter. Okay, now that we've made it through those categories, there is also a contact section if you need to get a hold of me. There is the My Library. That's going to take you back to where we were. Then we have our SOAR Club and our Decodable Readers Vault. Let's go to the Decodable Readers Vault first. The Decodable Readers Vault is set up very similar to the SOAR membership. So here you're going to see helpful information. Also, we have links to all of the UFly and IMSE readers and passages and digital readers. I'm going to go a little more quickly through this. So we have our Start Here section again, our facts section, Reader of the Week. This is something that we are doing where we are spotlighting our readers each week. What's new and coming is going to tell you what we're currently working on. Our scope and sequences, again, IMSE and UFly. We have our training videos in here as well. Then you're going to see the UFly kindergarten, first grade, IMSE kindergarten, first grade, decodable passages, fluency passages, and digital readers. I'm going to go to the UFly first grade. This is what it looks like when you get inside the first grade readers. First, we have our digital readers, and this PDF is going to have all of the links that you can use if you want to assign these readers in Google Drive for your students. The digital readers are the same exact readers as what you're going to find inside the membership. Here, we also have a digital UFly bookcase, and in the bookcase, it's going to showcase all of the books where you can pick and choose what you want to do. As opposed to with these links, you are going to be going only to one book. And all of the digital books are also linked inside each reader. So let's go to one of these. Oh, let's go to the fish tank. This is focusing on the ending NK, and we do have the cover of the book there. Then it's going to tell you the heart words that are used inside of this book. We do have the link where you can copy it and assign it in Google Classroom. We also have the decodable reader down here where you can project it on a smartboard or give your students the link for iPads. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. As you can see here, it's set up exactly like our decodable readers that can be printed. On the right side, we do have our editable lesson plan and our printable lesson plan. We have our books. So we have the fish tank in color and in black and white. I'm going to click on the color. This is what it looks like. These books are really easy to print. You're going to get 2 books when you print this, and I would suggest printing it front to back to save on paper, but you would run it through the copying machine front to back, or you can do it single-sided. And then when you're done, you're just going to cut down this middle line here, and you're going to put 2 staples and 2 staples, and you are all set. You don't have to sort through any pages or anything like that. It is set up for you. So here, for each book, we do have a decodable word list and a heart word list that you can work on with your students. And then we're going to have our story, which is going to focus on that NK ending. Most of the stories are around 8 to 10 pages, maybe a little more when they get a little more difficult. And then there is a comprehension question at the end. For each book, we have several activities. We have word work, word mapping, and comprehension activities. So you have everything that you could possibly need for your small reading group. The setup is the same for all of the kindergarten and the IMSE links. Then we also have our passages. Here you're going to find our passages. Our decodable passages come in 3 different levels: kindergarten, first grade, second grade. And by that, I mean the kindergarten books are going to follow that kindergarten sequence. The level 1 is the same exact text as the decodable reader. Level 2 is going to be more difficult, and it's going to have skills that go through the end of first grade. And then the last one is skills through the end of second grade. I can show you how that's set up. We'll just hit the pit. I'm going to click on it. Here you can read the decodable words and the heart words, and then you have the story and the question. That's level 1. Those words are the exact same as in the book. Level 2, these are going to be, like I said, skills through first grade. And level 3 are going to be skills through second grade. Next, we have our digital readers, which I pretty much showed you already, but you're going to see all of those in one place. So we have all of our bookcases and all of our digital links for Google Classroom. Lastly, we're going to go to the SOR Club. You can find the SOR Club on our My Library page, or it is linked inside the SOR membership and inside the Decodable Readers Vault. So we're going to go ahead and click on the SOR Club. This is what it looks like inside of the SOR Club. We do have a little welcome. Make sure you watch this. It'll show how to use it, and you want to get the Communities app on your phone so that you can get notifications for when we're going on our live calls or for when somebody comments or asks a question inside the membership. We love to have everybody see any questions or comments so that we can all help each other. On the left side here, you're going to see there's a feed, challenges, meetups. Let's go to our meetups. Our last meetup was on November 4th. And this is the recording that you can download and you can watch it back. And it says no upcoming meeting, but we do actually have one that's going to be next week. So I need to add that in here. But here are some past meetings as well. You can see these are some of our trainings. Then when it's time for our live call, there's this button down in the left bottom corner. It says live. You would just click that button and you could join us on our live calls. Next, we do have our challenges along with those live calls, and you can see those challenges in here where it says challenges. On the left-hand side, there is a Q&A tab where if you have any questions, you can post it in here and it will get sent out and we can help and respond. Okay, we are back to the SOAR membership. And just one more thing, we also have this button over here. It says Ask in the SOAR Club. That is going to take you to that Q&A section in the SOAR Club. So there's a direct link just to questions.